Every time you build your website from scratch, this is what you're going to get. A basic header, and when you scroll all the way down here, you get this basic footer. Wouldn't it be nice if you can have a header and footer that looks like this? You have a notification bar, you have a nice header here, which shrinks when you mouse over it and it sticks to the top. And then all the way down here, we have a basic footer, which we can go in and change all these links every time we build our website. I have great news for you. I'm giving away my header and footer templates absolutely free. All you need to do is to go to the link I've provided in the video description below, download it, and install it every single time you get started with a brand new website. Okay, so the question is, how do we customize it? How do we install it? Let's dive in and let me show you. But before I do that, I have something special I need to talk about. I have a course called Divi 5 Mastery. This is a course that will teach you everything that you need to know about Divi 5. As you know, Divi 4 and Divi 5 are miles apart. They are so different. It's unbelievable, but for the better. So it comes with a new learning curve. It's a new UI interface in Divi 5. So this course is the bridge. It'll save you going on YouTube searching for tutorials on how to do things. Now check this out. Divi 5 Mastery course. We have how to install, overview, exploring the interface, the variable manager, getting started with Flexbox, nested rows. I mean, all these are tutorials which are very easy to understand and very short. Look at the times here. These are not long tutorials. You can just jump in here and take a look at what you need to learn. The Divi library, display options, the hover feature, all these features. Look at that, the design workflow. Now this design workflow is very important because a lot of people, when they go into Divi 5, they don't know how to get started. This design workflow will teach you where to start with your variables. It'll teach you where to put your colors and how to have a consistent website. This course is only $27. Okay, so let's install our template. So what we need to do first is to head over to the Divi library. So I'm going to hover over here, click on dashboard, and then we're going to come all the way down here to Divi. We're going to hover over here and then click on Divi library. This is where we're going to add all our templates. Now in here, it's going to be blank if this is a brand new website. But if you're working on a website that already has templates, you can still add them onto the Divi library. All right, so once you've downloaded the template, you're going to get a file called SK header footer, okay? All you need to do is to double click it. Now this is very, very important because I know sometimes you may be tempted to install the .zip file. That won't work. You need this one right here, skheader.json. Okay, let's drag this to the side for a little bit. Next, we're going to click here on import and export. Okay, next we're going to click here on import. And now we need to find the file. So I'm going to say choose file. And now I'm going to navigate to my downloads folder. As you can see here, I'm going to click and say open. All right, now it has been added. I'm going to say import Divi builder layouts. All my layouts now are going to be imported, and in a moment we're going to see all of them. And sure enough, we have all our files now. We have our SK footer, notice bar, and header. So the question now is, how do I add it onto my website? Well, let me show you how. This time you need to go to the Divi theme builder. Okay, so you want to click over here. Next, we're going to start with our header. So we're going to click here on add global header, build global header. Next, we're going to hover over here, and on this section here, we're going to click on this plus button and say add from library. So since we're starting with the header, we're going to come over here, sk header-l. Now, you can of course drill them down if there's too much on your library. So let's say we want our headers. I can just say header, and now we can see we only have these two. So what we need here is the header. So I'm going to double click and then say use this section, and now it's going to be imported. It's going to have everything that I need. Look at that. So I can delete this one here because I don't need it anymore, and my header is ready. I don't even need to do anything. The only thing you need to do is to make a few changes. So I'm going to select this. Okay, and then I am now going to do a few changes. You see on the content here, it's set to, our menu is set to default. If you have a different menu, you can change it here to whatever menu that you would have created. Next, we have this button here. If we click here, we can change the link. So I'm going to say for our link here, we add a link URL. And for the text here, I can change this to login or sign up. Just like that. Simple. If you want to change the color, you can go to design, button, and then you want to go and change your background color. So let's say you want something different. You can just click in here and get rid of that. And now you can go in and choose your color. So let's say we want, okay, let's go with something like this. Okay. So let's say that's going to be our color. I'm going to close out of here and pretty much we are ready to go. Next, if I want to make changes to my menu, I can click here. And the most important thing here is the logo, because this is where you need to know where to customize your logo. So first of all, to add your logo, you want to make sure you're in the content tab. You click on logo and then you upload it here. If you want to make some customizations to it, perhaps it's too big or whatever it is, you want to come over here to the design tab, okay? And then you go to logo, sizing, and this is where you can adjust the size. So right now I can make it bigger. I can also make it smaller. So I'm happy with 6 rem, okay? So I'm going to keep it like that and then hit save. If you want to add the notification bar, it's pretty much up to you to add it. You can just hover over here like how we did before, click on this plus button, add from library. And this time we want the notice bar. I'm going to say use this section and the notice bar is going to be added. Now, this notice bar is very, very easy to change. I mean, the colors as well. You just hover over here, you click on section settings, and then you come all the way down here to content, background, and this is where you change the background color. So you can see now the colors are changing. Okay. So let's say we're going to go with something like that. If you want to make changes to the text itself, you can just click over here on the text. You come over here and that's our Black Friday sales, blah, blah, blah. So you can hover over it, make it bold, underline it, see how easy it is, and then save. The final thing we need to do now with this header is to drag this to the top. Hit save, exit, and then we're going to save changes. Now, when I come over here to my site and refresh, you can see now this has updated. Okay, our button color is updated. Our background color here is updated as well. Okay, now we need to add our footer because as you can see, we don't have a nice looking footer. Let's go ahead and change that. Next, we're going to come over here to our global footer and then we're going to say build global footer. With that, we're going to hover over here just like before, click on this plus button and then we're going to say add from library. Next, we're going to go for our footer and it's right here, SK footer D. I'm going to go ahead and use this section. And now it's added. Now here we have something very exciting. We can change this background color here at any time. So to change it, you want to click here on section settings. I've made it very, very easy for you to go in and customize it. All right, so now we're on our background color. I'm going to click in here and notice what happens when I drag and change the color. Do you see that? Our email opt-in here is consistent and it has a hint of a fade in there and this can be any color. Look at that. Look at that. See that? It's still there looking all beautiful. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so that's how you change the background color. Now, let's say you don't want to collect emails and this feature is not going to be applicable to this website. Well, it's very easy. There's two options here. You can either go in and delete the whole row or you can go in here into our row settings. Perhaps you may want to use this at a later stage. You go into advanced, and then you want to go to visibility and then uncheck this on all devices, right? So now when we save, we need to do one more thing. We need to exit from here and then save changes. So this now applies to our theme builder, okay? So when I come over here now and refresh, you're going to notice we're going to have a footer here. Oops, there we go. So you're going to notice that we have a footer here, but it's missing our opt-in because I disabled it. Okay, now let's go and do further customizations. You're also going to notice that in here we have the name of the site, which is right here, and this is our tagline or our site description. Well, how do we update this? It's very easy. All you need to do, let's exit from here. We're going to go to settings, general. So this is our site name. You want to add your site name over here and then add your tagline. And then once you do that, that is how you get this site name and tagline. Okay, it updates it automatically. Finally, let's take a look at how we can update this information right here, because of course you need to add your own information. Okay, so to do that, let's head over back to our library or theme builder. I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to go back in here. So this is where you come in every single time you want to make updates to this, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is to come over here and change this information. So here it says company. I am going to say services, okay, like that. And if I need to change any of these, so I'm going to say filming, for example, as a service. I can highlight it and then click on this little icon here. This is where I can add a custom link, but in your case this links to a page on your website. Okay, so once you do that, it's pretty much good to go. Next, let's say you want to change the social media icons. Just click in here, go to the elements, and you can see all these are your social networks. Okay, so the first one here is Facebook, so I'm going to click here, and then you can see this is Facebook, right? Now you want to add the link, and this is where you can add the account link, just like that. So once you're done with that, you can hit save, and everything is all linked up, and this is how you get to have a website that has a header and footer. You can use this on as many websites as you want. I mean, you're not limited at all, and you can see it's very, very easy to use, very, very easy to customize. I know at this stage you're probably saying, well, Mac, is this thing mobile friendly? Well, it took me quite a bit of time to really design this and make it look great. Now check this out. If I come over here, you can see everything looks great. Our form here looks great on a tablet. If I go into mobile, you can see there it adjusts as well, and then when I scroll down, everything looks great. So this is mobile friendly, and it is ready to be used right away on any website. So go ahead and download it, and if you want to support me by buying me a coffee, go ahead on diviuniversity.com. On the top right you'll see buy Mac a coffee, and I'll really appreciate that. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Go ahead, download it, use it as many times as possible, and let me know which website you're using it on. I really appreciate that. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.